All right, welcome, welcome. It is, excuse me, my goodness, time as we return to Isira in many, many ways tonight. Here on Monday night, Esme has taken a challenge with her and her friends to prove herself. This is hopefully taking care of, or at least coming closer to taking care of, the Mithril collars that have been making their way across all of Exandria. They have chased down the original producer and maker crafter, who is Esme's mother themselves, also known as Awakener. Partially because these collars, in addition to simply taking control of a being, also empowers them, sometimes with intelligence, others with other powers, as our crew has been finding out. And now they have come back to the area in which they had first encountered these collars. Shortly after, many of them had first been taken in a crash site, at least Esme, Shauna, and Palin. Crashed down hard and had to lead a group of broken people with crashed dreams and lost loved ones north to Vasselheim. During the journey, they had to trade away souls and lives, even parting with their magical power itself, at least for a time. It is through all of this they never forgot the beings that did not show mercy, did not give succor, but treated them with contempt and made them do such a thing, made them ask. And now use this opportunity of needing to prove capable of honor and wisdom to take at least one of these beings out, and maybe they think two if they can find them. So it is here they return to the crash site to find the arcane energies leaking to the ground and combining with what seems to be an odd shipment that had spread and caused a deathly trap. Destroying it, they now stand ready to go on to what's next, and it is there we will find them. Remember, you can support them with those channel points, of which they'd greatly appreciate. So, travelers and friends, the rescued fallen. What would you like to do?
First things first, Shauna, how do you look?
What do you mean? Because I'm
Oh,
not
sorry.
back there, now you see the real me?
Well, it's just a striking, still very attractive, very compelling, but it's,
Yeah, you see her, she looks very, like, almost mushroomy. Like, her form has taken on this very, like, tendencies of the sinew of a mushroom, almost. Her skin and everything has gotten veiny. There's mycelium growing through her horns. Her eyes have now taken this darker form. And you watch as the grass around her within 5 feet just turns to black. Also, Palin, if you have any potions on you, you should keep them at least 10 feet away from you at all time.
Oh, I see. Well, what if I needed to restore you? I believe you were harmed in that skirmish.
I mean, you can give the potions to Azok to hold on to. That's normally who keeps our potions now.
Oh, I knew he was useful for something, and I'll kind of toss a handful of potions at Azok with, like, no regard for whether or not it's a good toss or if you're able to catch it.
I don't. I catch maybe one. I'm not a dex boy.
He might look like an elf, but he's still an orc at heart.
Yes.
What are these?
They're healing potions. Then I'll approach Shauna and I'll cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on you. It's 24 points of healing.
Why, thank you, Palin.
Least I could do.
Wow, you guys look horrible. You really should learn to walk slower next time.
Oh, you
gotta
two have
remember these short dwarf legs.
Welcome, good night, and Marvelous, to our crashed airship.
Thanks.
Yes, we were on this ship quite a while ago.
What happened to the ship again?
We were attacked by wormlings, and then we crashed, and we were attacked by a multitude of owlbears and all sorts of things.
Huh. Well, I'm not sticking around to get attacked by bugbears or owlbears. Where are we heading next?
I mean, pretty much follow the path we led before. The path to Vasselheim.
Exactly.
And how long did that take you guys before?
How long did it take us, Matt?
It took you about a month.
It took us a month. But we were also traveling with like 300 people. So
That's true. That did slow us down a bit. And we had detours, like when we hunted that Hydra.
yes, that's when Palin joined us.
Yes.
After his pretend unconsciousness for 3 days.
We met that hag who is probably still out here somewhere.
Alright.
So our first victim will be the Child of the Woods.
And
And don't worry,
how
she's not
far-
a child.
what is she?
Not sure on that part. Our friend that left the group always speculated, but he never really gave us what his speculation was. He just said he knew what it was, but he never told us.
He thought it would better us if we figured it out on our own.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
such a brilliant mind for tactics, but then he rarely ever disclosed the answer
Right?
to any of our quandaries, and we just had to flail about, suffering greatly.
But he was like you, Good Night. He wiped out all the creatures on his own and watched us flounder.
That's true.
When we left the airship ruins the first time, did we bury all these folk, or
Oh, you mean the bodies that aren't buried anymore? Yes, we did.
All but one.
Well, we don't have much time. Shall we get going?
Yes, we should.
Then
we don't want to spare some funereal rites for these disturbed corpses?
These what?
Good Night does like this whole like quick blessing on the ground like with a sword and just okay, in the name of Bahamut this ground is now sanctified and I give all of your souls to Bahamut. Okay, we're good.
Just imagine
You
putting a
what?
giant X in the ground and just like, yep, we're good.
You can't just claim souls like they're some part of some catch the flag game.
I mean, you can. Like, there's actually spells where you can claim a soul in a gem. I'll be quiet.
All right. Fine. And then he draws a circle around the X and says, may Bahamut watch over these souls and guide them into whatever afterlife they wish. Happy, Mother Esme?
Very.
Okay. And then when Mother Esme isn't looking, he kicks away the circle. So it's just the X again.
Now, if I remember correctly, it wasn't too long on our journey that we came across that, entity.
Yeah, the child, not child.
Right.
It's not a destination we can get through on foot. Do we need to make up for a lot of time? Because
I think we could walk there first. It'll be the one between that we'll have to make up on the time.
Right. It was less than a day, I think, wasn't it? To get...
Because if I recall correctly, we encountered the child, then the hag, and then
Yes.
the creature in the water. And the
Yes.
hag told us they controlled a good amount of land. That's why we had to make a deal with them.
Correct.
Yeah,
As like our,
you
sorry.
made the deal to pass through their land. Yeah.
So once we get to their land, Azak, if you could use your wind ability to help us cross through their land.
Yeah, that's just gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
I think it's best we all try to travel a little ways and maybe get some rest. We don't want to face this thing right away.
No. You
No,
don't?
I don't.
I do.
Good night. While you were sleeping or wandering around trying to find us, we battled this giant creature that literally took up the whole ship.
Okay.
And it took bringing down hellfire to kill it.
Okay. But if you hear me out, thinking about what Mother Esme's father said is we have to bring whatever we're taking in 3 days. That means we have
Still
1
3
day
days.
to kill our first thing, the second day to kill our second thing, and then I would like to get back there with the full health because he did say people there could try and impede to stop us, so I halfway expect to fight the entire way up to the grounds to get us into that thing because people might try and prevent us from getting there, and I'd rather not try and do that.
I hate
Yeah.
to say it, but he has a point.
I agree. How are you on your defensive capabilities, everyone else?
I've got some things.
This could be a very tough fight.
I mean, I am heavily tapped for higher level stuff tonight.
You should all know something else as well. Once we go there, it's very possible this being will use innocent people to attack us.
Well, the ones we cut down, Esme, can you not just raise them after?
I don't have infinite diamonds. I used a lot on those goblins.
You use diamonds on goblins?
Yes.
It was a very
God.
tragic time. We did not mean all the deaths. Yeah,
They were children.
they were children.
Can you no longer bestow that new life that you were gifted, that ability to...
I can do that once a day,
Ugh.
and only for a true innocent.
I see.
Well, we should start moving in the general direction, regardless of what we're going to do.
Agreed. Which way?
This way. And she starts leading the way.
Okay. And you have correctly remembered that often before you were dealing with people exhausted and injured, your pace was a crawl. Being for very fit travelers, it is quicker to move about this place. It is not entirely long before trees start getting thicker. Pulses of power radiate. You can feel the energy shift. Now, with all your travels and your senses 100% beyond upon you, you can sense entering a portion of forest that is empowered and different. And you come to a beautiful wall of vines and pink and purple, flowers dotted with yellow and red and just about every color. This thick wall of thorn and flower rises, and you see goes almost to the top of the trees, it seems. What would you like to do?
I have an idea. I could try to send a sending to Svinrik.
Who's that?
He's one of the people who was taken by this entity.
We expect them to... This is from way before, so you expect people to be still around?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Azog's gonna look at the ground, look for any signs of traffic, foot traffic specifically, as we're crossing over.
As you're getting closer to the wall here, Give me a nature check or survival.
I see your survival, and I got a 28.
You look, and you see about 20 feet west of your position, you can just see more broken or pushed down branches, grass seem to end into the wall. It's a little bit of a path.
Well, we're certainly on the trail, it seems. He'll point to that spot 20 feet on. He's like, this place has seen a lot of traffic.
Well, could we also fly over the wall?
That could be possible. I can get, how many of you are there? 2, 4, 5.
Well, Shauna has her broom that can carry one person
That's 4.
on
Okay,
top of her, and I've got the griffin still.
it's 3 of you. I can easily carry the 3 of you if I shift it into my giant eagle.
Yeah, it's sensible.
Do you rather want to take to the skies, or do you want to go through the wall, Esme?
I'm not sure.
My understanding is that this being has total mastery of its domain, and we're not likely to affect much of an ambush. It probably already knows we're here.
Yes. And so this being demands payment in people. And it's why they took the people from us.
Do we have any idea on what it will do if we refuse to give it anybody?
Probably kill everyone.
I like those odds, I'm not going to lie.
I wish we had fought it back then.
We're here
We were
now.
in no position to, Esme. It would have been suicide.
We're here, stronger and wiser.
Alright, so this thing, your friend before, was he, you said he was like me, that he worshipped a god like I did? Or,
Alex, your audio's a little weird.
oh,
It's like muffled.
can you hear me now?
It's still the same.
One more time before I log
There we
out
go.
and come back in?
It's
Okay.
better, yeah.
Alright. So you said this was a child that abducts people.
Not a child, a
Or
being
an
who
entity.
presented as a child. Someone who
What?
they, in order for us to pass safely, they required some of us as payment.
Alright. So I'll let you make this call because I don't know. Matt, would Goodnight be able to guess that this sounds like fiendish activity? Because I know Alex thinks that, but I don't know if I would like to think Goodnight would being a paladin, but I'll leave that up to you.
I mean, I think it's very general. I mean, a lot of creatures. I mean, all creatures make bargains. All creatures can demand. Nothing like there wasn't any type of mystical contract or things like that. Usually with a fiend, I'd say it's usually a signed thing.
Okay.
There's more contracts and litigation that tend to be associated. You know, I mean, this could have, when you hear this, nothing about it sounds different than if like you were paying gold to like a legitimate business for a toll. As
Okay.
far as like the dealings, other than they were a very powerful entity.
Alright. Sorry.
I don't think we're going to get an upper hand on this fight. So whatever we decide to do, we could always start by just asking them to release them, seeing if they reassess that maybe it's in their best interest.
Esme, we're not. I mean, we are here for them, but we're also here for you.
I know, but we can always get that from the sea creature. But I don't know. I would rather innocent people not die, and in this particular case, they still have a lot of innocent people working for them. The diplomatic approach might be worth a shot. After all, it's wisdom. And weighing these options, my possible crown versus innocent people, it's a no-brainer.
Well, don't worry, Mother. If it comes to a fight, I promise I won't strike an innocent person.
Thank you.
This is why she makes a good empress, just to
Yeah,
emphasize.
this is also why we have to make sure she becomes an empress and not one of the evil people.
Mhm.
Who said anything about an empire? There's no empire, people. There's no cult. There's no empire. I'm
But
just trying to get close to my family.
if
Mhm.
there's not an empire, how can it strike back?
It's true, good night. I mean, the very hammer that you wield is evidence of the greater enemy that we will all face eventually. But to that end, it'll be blood here today either way. We
And if-
should.
As I remember it, there was a clearing we had to go into anyway.
Hmm.
I don't really see us just dropping in and this going any other way than, I don't know. I think maybe the direct approach, there's in all likelihood they're going to say no. They're very cocky, as I remember, but I don't know.
Is this the creature that while I was napping, you guys, that I overheard something about Shauna giving all of her magic to? Or
No,
is that the
that's
secret?
that's a different one.
Oh.
That's the one we're going to after this.
Fun. Okay,
This is
Well-
the warm up.
let's get this over with then. And he draws his sword.
All right. Let's proceed. And you said there's a wall in front of us?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
About a 50-foot tall wall of vines.
I guess we go over it.
Okay. Stand back. I need some room. And Azok will concentrate and then uses charge of wild shape to turn him to a giant. Let me see what has better stats.
Gold dragon.
Yeah, gold dragon. Giant owl. You'll look out. Very discolored, kind of barbed talons growing out of its skin. Looks kind of sick, but an animal.
Does it have your dragon mark too?
It does. I think it probably just has it right under where you would imagine an ear would be.
Hmm.
Who?
Okay. What form of this is this again?
Giant owl.
Giant owl. Okay. And what's its size, actually?
It is a large.
Okay. So get a medium. Probably get 2 medium creatures on it.
Yeah, Palin will kind of delicately perch, almost like he's sitting side saddle. I'm ready.
Can fit one more.
I have a
Alright.
broom flying.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with Shauna.
I have a griffin.
And Azok owl will bend down and make room for Marvelous.
I'll hop on.
Okay. Then you begin flying up and up. You get to the top and you see this top of the wall extends forward for about 200 feet. A vine. As you begin to fly, make a perception check.
All of us?
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, yuck. Oh, well. 21.
Wow. Okay.
18.
12. I had advantage too.
Oh man. Dirty 20.
4.
This looks great.
Okay. Looking down, you see something writhes and moves within. Almost like a black thorn, enormous and thick, that chases. And then an end of it looks up, and instead of thin ending, you see a toothy maw. With the wooden thorns, as it suddenly juts out of the wall towards you. Quick. Roll for initiative.
Boy. Initiative.
Oh, no. Nat 1.
It's still the same stat as me. Okay.
All right. Okay. Good night. Upon your griffin, it is your turn first.
Alright. Being that you said this is a plant creature, he's naturally going to think flame and say, well, let's make short work of this, shall we? He casts Healing Smite on his blade as a bonus action and goes over to this thing, and as it launches up, he goes to strike at it.
I'll go see if I have a griffin. Otherwise,
With-
it's up.
First strike Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Right.
That is a Constitution saving throw, DC 18.
On that. Gotta focus on a little bit. So, Constitution saving throw.
Yep. That is correct.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
The griffin is not painted yet.
All right.
Oh.
What was
Sorry.
the damage?
Yeah, and technically it won't make that throw until the beginning of its turn. I misread that, but I'm also going to do a second level smite because why not? That's going to be 12 fire damage.
12 damage?
12 fire.
12 fire.
And then 6, 7, 8. This is for the smite. 49 radiant.
Nice.
And then that's gonna be 20 slashing.
20 slashing. Very good. Right. It's a mighty blow into it. Very good.
And then second attack. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
8 plus 13. Yeah, that's 21. Okay. Sorry. Dirty 20. Does that hit? For some reason, I was adding 13, not 12.
Dirty 20 hits.
Okay. And then that's going to be 11 slashing and 5 radiant. And then he'll end his turn.
Got it. A massive blow. You see that there is this almost water sap-like substance that begins to pour out of it, sealing off and healing some of its wounds. As it rears up upon you, opening its maw of thorns wide. For a 24 to hit.
That will miss even without the special stuff.
Okay. Second. For a natural 1. And with that, going to stick where it is for now, actually. And go to Marvelix.
So seeing what's going on, I'll take a bit of fur and a rod of glass, cause some static electricity in my hands, and fire a lightning bolt at it.
Nice.
And that'll be a DC 20 Dex.
Oof. That is 19. But it's going to burn a legendary resistance.
So
Or
20,
half.
yeah, 25 points of lightning damage halved.
Half to 12. Okay.
And it ignites flammable objects in the area.
This is inflammable. All right, then Palin.
Yeah, immediately Palin's gonna crack off 2 firebolts, casting the first with an action and the second with a bonus action using the bracer or illusionist bracers feature.
Nice.
So the first one is terrible, a 12 to hit. That'll go wide. Maybe panicking,
Yeah.
as he's wont to do. And the second one is also not great. That's a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh, okay. Let's see, 3d10. That's 19, and then I get an extra damage die from the staff of Magius.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 19 plus another 10. Wow, great. That's 29 fire damage.
Very good.
And then could I, if I jump off of Azog so he can shift and do things, am I gonna like plummet to my death? Are we on the?
I mean, you're all on something that is flying.
Yeah.
So you're a little bit above the thing here. Yes, you like this doesn't look like
Would support my weight.
when you look at it, what you think would happen is you would fall through. In addition to the 50-foot of fall damage, for
Nope.
every 5 feet, you would take 78 thorn damage.
No. Okay. Palin's gonna wrap his arms around Azog's neck and hold on for dear life, and that's my turn.
Oh boy. Oh gods.
Azak.
Wow. God, I don't want to be anywhere near this thing. But like, I don't know what else to do. We need to at least get someone who can heal to. Good night, just in case. I have no clue. If I can get behind this creature, like that top left-hand corner, around by this creature.
Okay.
The thing about the giant owl is that it does not provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach. So you'll just
You and Palin, right?
Palin and Marvelous.
Yeah.
And Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I missed the planning phase where everyone decided who was on what.
Well, what's on second? Who's on first? And can I take the dodge action as an owl? I think I can. But that'll be the rest of his turn.
Okay. Okay, so you're getting. Are you wanting to be a distance away from it?
I just don't want to be near where it can bite me. I don't know what else this thing can do.
Okay, they're gonna want to be away far back from it because it can move anywhere within its space, and it takes up that whole
Oh, it takes up. Ooh, boy.
like it is all of that, and theoretically it can quickly move to bite anyone with
Okay. Well, how far am I from Good Night?
Stand up, you stupid griffin.
Yeah.
Is that better? I put them further.
From how far is he away from it?
5, 10, 15, 30. Where are my measures? Why is my TV not plugged in? I don't care anymore. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I was so close.
Okay, 25. That's
So 25 from Goodnight.
from
No,
Good Night.
25 from the snake.
Oh,
Oh.
from the butt of the snake?
Yeah.
Well, how
Okay.
far from Good Night?
How far from... You did... 60.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll stay that far. I'll stay that far.
You stupid griffin, stand up. This is why you're not painted yet. Painting my ass.
Sorry, art department had to choose the most difficult thing, didn't I?
Oh,
No, I
good.
haven't added
That's
it.
Azak. We'll go to Shauna. You're muted, Shauna.
Okay. I'm going to fly me and Esme 30 feet from it, and I'm going to start chanting in Zemnian, and I am going to send out a little black ray towards it as I cast Blight. Try to draw out the energy.
I completely missed it.
So I need 30 feet from it. And then I need a con save of 18. It has a disadvantage if it's a plant creature.
Got it. Oof. Natural one. But it is going to legendary resistance.
That's cool.
64 damage.
All
'Cause It
right.
does automatically full.
Is that because you think it's a plant?
Yes. Is it not a plant?
Nope.
Okay, then never mind. So then I
man.
will roll.
As it strikes, you can see it looks more like natural camouflage and growth on its outside,
Fascinating.
almost like an armor thing of something that's been manipulated by magic.
So I've got 42 then damage of necrotic. So that would be 21 then.
However, those of you using fire, because I noticed, you do see that it seems to be interfering with its ability to heal.
Damn.
The fire and the lightning seem to be doing both jobs, so I do want to give you that, since I just said my other statement. So, all right. Then, Esme?
All right. So just so I understand, this thing is slithering around on a giant vine structure of some kind, correct?
The wall itself, it's basically on this thorny vine wall.
Okay, it's on top of this thorny vine wall.
Yeah, it looks like it could go within if it wanted to.
I understand. So
But yeah.
the vines then are a structure, correct?
Really depends on what spell you're using. I'd have to see.
Earthquake.
What? Earthquake? Let me just check something. Because I know what I used to create this as far as what. Yeah, let me check the rules from D&D here. I used to do this, so. Yeah, for those interesting, Goodnight currently has an AC of 25.
That's so gross. I love it.
Okay. That's really interesting. Okay, let me look at earthquake because you're trying to do earthquake. So I kind of want to just do this.
I love after 1,000 games, we still have to look up mechanics because it's that complicated.
It's D&D.
Okay.
No, I love that.
So, I see. Yeah, interesting.
The idea being to tear this thing down and make it fall.
Yeah, 100%. Your theory seems good.
Okay. So she's going to attempt to do that. If I understand correctly, that is a save that it makes.
So, it's the
But
same-
granted, she's putting it on the wall, so that's why I'm a little.
so you can't put it on the wall.
Oh, so it's
You
not.
have to put you have to put it on the ground.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Correct. That is correct. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. So it would have to do probably a dex save to see. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So in other words, so here's how it'll work. It'll go to the ground. It will not damage the worm directly because it's not on the ground.
Oh,
It can damage the structure that sets upon the ground if you want. So the earthquake only damages things in direct contact with the ground.
okay. So my theory is not correct that it would not cause any fall damage. This thing would not be affected one way or the other.
If the wall fell, something might happen.
Okay.
But
So
you have
we
no idea how strong the wall is.
That is true. Okay, I'm gonna risk it then because why not? That's what D&D is. Yeah.
Yeah, big
You
You
plays.
take a chance.
I love it.
So that's what she'll do is she's going to summon forth an earthquake tremor to try and knock down this gigantic vine structure.
Biblical.
Okay. So that deals 51 cast and 50. Okay. Yeah, it might fall. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. It takes 51 cast and 50 at the start of your turns. That's the important thing for right now.
Mhm.
So
We had critters, we could bring plague and locust and really go biblical.
um,
Yeah. So basically, it just depends on how strong the structure is, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Monday night's the Boar Horseman.
Well, we know
It
which one
is.
Shauna is.
okay. I know how I'm going to do this.
What you call Azog Blight or Pestilence?
Which
Okay.
one's more annoying?
So I'm using dice to determine because I just had it.
Yeah.
It's
That's fair.
okay. Cool. So you see the structure take massive amounts of damage, but it's not bloody necessarily, but it lasts the full minute of the spell. I'll
Okay.
give you that.
Okay.
Hmm,
I understand.
that's good.
All right. So that's what she does for her action. She has no movement because she's on the broom. So yeah, that's her turn.
Okay, yeah. I love this. Okay, that's really cool. So then we're up to good night.
All right.
Stupid drunk Griffin.
Seeing how this thing was willing to attempt to strike him, he's going to go ahead and
Your mic's doing the thing again, by the way.
is that better?
Yep.
Okay. So, being that this thing tried striking him last time, he's going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith, bring his AC to 27 now. And then go ahead and strike this thing as he goes in for the soft spot. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, sword goes in deep.
Have to remember what dice look like. D8s are not squares. Alright, that's going to be 6 slashing damage. Blah 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 blah. 6 plus 7, which equals 13. I will remember how to play D&D someday, I promise. And then 2 radiant damage. And then he's going to come back with another strike. And that's going to be a 30-30?
It'll hit.
18 plus 12? Yes, that equals 30. And that will be 9 slashing damage, but 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
And Goodnight will stay where he's at and then his turn.
Okay. It'll attempt to strike Goodnight. Very upset. That is a 26 to hit. Which misses, right? Because you're at 27.
Correct.
All right.
Why do you feel like everything you guys are gonna fight on this quest should be good enough for ascension to the throne?
Let's try another one. A 23 to hit. So boom, boom, as Goodnight is fending it off. Marvelous.
I will take out and I'm gonna use the loot and kind of play as I'm getting ready to cast Fireball and impose a disadvantage on its saving throw. It'll be a Dex 20.
Dex. That is a 17.
All right.
And it is going to legendary resistance. It's not the smartest thing in the world. They're just going to try to do it again.
That's number 3.
32 points of fire damage.
Half.
Up to 16. Very good.
But it can't heal.
And that's 3 legendary resistances it's used.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Palin.
Yeah, at the note struck by Marvelous, Palin's eyes are gonna fill with nostalgic tears because he's seen dozens of lifetimes worth of combat with this group, seemingly thousands of adventures, and he's just grinning like a madman.
So like
As-
normal.
Yeah, like normal. As he lashes out, using the Staff of Magius to channel a 6th level Psychic Lance. That's an intelligence saving throw of 18.
Oof. That'll fail.
Okay. So we're all here for the damage. That's 28 points of psychic damage. And then, of course, it's incapacitated on my next turn.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And Azak.
Okay, we're gonna do a strafing run. We're gonna basically, not physically move. We don't need to move him because he's just gonna go towards the back of this thing, hit it with its talons, and go back. I'm gonna assume that Azok's Afridi boon carries over with his wild shapes. The whole fire damage that he can do. So okay. Stat block. I think it was a +6.
It does. Yeah.
It does? Awesome. 22 to hit.
That hits. Yes.
So there's the 2d6. So that's 7 points slashing, followed by 4 points of fire. And as he does, Azok's in his owl form is going to screech, and then Palin, seeing this for the first time, the area around the head where Goodnight is starts to decay just a little more and then start jutting out and sprouting different things attaching to this thing as I'm defiling the ground and getting back to the spot where we are. And Goodnight, your attack.
Does your fire the ground have to be on the ground?
Ooh, great question. I keep forgetting we're on the ground. Defile the ground. A patch of land or an area of water in a 10 feet radius.
Yep. Nope.
Well, it'd be cool if you saw that, but you didn't. So I'm back over here.
Maybe he did in a different lifetime.
Yes, art department gets it. Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Sorry, I tried to give you necrotic damage.
Right. Shauna.
Okay, so I have a kind of an interesting thing to ask. When I transmute a spell, correct? It changes the spell's type of energy. Now, if I was to do like a cloud kill, which is poison, and transmute it, would that change it to fire for the whole 10 minutes?
I mean,
Or would
yeah.
it just be one out? Okay. Then I think that's what I'm going to do, is I go, good night, try to fly a little above this. I'm going to aim it right below him as I create this cloud kill from... This isn't a spell, so you'll see Shauna's veins start darkening and her eyes glow dark. And you'll see this energy come from pretty much from her as this mist kind of seeps out, heading that direction, and then within her, you watch it change from yellowish fog of poison to fire.
Nice.
So on the next turn, it will have to make a con save. When it starts
Con
its turn
against
in it.
fire. Very good.
Yep.
All right, and then Mother Esme.
All right. I think what she is going to do.
I'm putting the
Yeah.
wall down to 50 more damage on it.
Oh, 50 more damage. How's that structure looking now?
Stop bloodied.
Oh well.
So I mean, it's caving in. Yeah,
Okay.
you might have
Um,
18 more seconds.
Okay. It'll come down a couple of seconds after the combat, guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead and shoot. We'll do 3rd level firebolt at him.
Okay. Wait, sorry. What?
What? A guiding bolt. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's better.
It was only a 16.
That hits.
So that is 16 radiant. And that's her turn.
Okay. Good night.
Alright. Guiding bolt gives the next attack advantage, correct?
Correct.
Alright. He is going to strike out. That is horrible. I rolled a 1 and a 3, so that's a 15 to hit.
I was gonna miss.
Alright. And then, angry, he's going to swing out again. And that's going to be a 31 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, apparently he was very angry. Maximum damage. 15 slashing and 8 radiant. And then he says, remember guys, this is just the warm-up. Let's not use everything we got on this.
All right. All right. It is going to slither straight down into the vines.
Provoking an
50
attack of
feet.
opportunity.
I think it just might actually.
Is it how far down?
50.
How far is the ground?
That's right. So it's only 50 up that. So actually, yeah. So actually, now I'm thinking about it. What's it going to do? I got a little confused.
I just moved it.
Well, hold on.
I did technically defile the ground by accident.
You're right. Cool. And that way, I guess what it's going to do is it's going to go.
Incapacitated.
I know it moves. At incapacitated. It's going to go 50 feet towards the owl.
Matt, I also need a con save at the beginning of its turn.
Yep. That is 24.
So it will take half of 21, so it'll take 10 fire damage.
All right. So good night. You can have the app attack if you want.
Yay. And that's 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, that is 14 slashing and 4 radiant damage.
Okay, and it's 50 away from good night. All right. And then Marvelous. All right, Marvelous. Michael, you're muted.
I'll ramp up the lightning bolt and shoot it.
Got it.
It's a Dex 20.
So 23.
Can I silvery barbs?
Yeah.
And then I'll sling advantage to good night if I can reach him.
Got it. Goes to 11.
Nice.
27 points of lightning damage.
All right. It crackles, leaving lightning marks in its woody skin. And Palin.
When it quickly advances on us, Palin's going to kind of squeal and almost fall off of Azog's back. And so he's kind of like grasping at his face, maybe like kind of covering his eyes. But eventually he'll right himself. And then again, reflexively, he'll crack off 2 firebolts in quick succession. First one is a 13 to hit. Wow, trash. Second one is a 26 to hit.
Look, you weren't righted yet.
26 hits.
And that is extra D10 with extra staff. That is 24 points of fire damage.
Nice.
That'll be my turn.
Got it. And then Azog.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How far am I from Shauna and Esme?
60 from good night. Oh.
I'm 60 from good night. Okay,
I'm
then.
doing math.
No, that's good. That actually helps me out because I have.
30 from
All right,
them,
so
so 90.
I have a fly speed of 60, so I'm gonna have to dash. I'm gonna go rejoin the ladies, but not get right next to them. I'm basically just going to sprinting to the other end of this.
It's over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically trying to keep us, keep Goodnight between us and this thing.
Smart. Thank God you're an owl.
Might always be human shield. He's known, guys. Treat him as such. He's a gnome shield.
He's a dwarf.
Dwarf shield.
Dwarf.
God damn it, Jared, shut up.
All wrong here. Yeah.
Oh, he's no longer incapacitated.
Yeah, that's true. Bonus actions, bonus actions, bonus actions. Yeah, I really can't do anything else. That's my turn.
Okay. Then Shauna.
Oh,
I don't know if Shauna's here.
lost Josh.
Yeah, I don't see them. So we'll go to Mother Esme.
Okay. How bad does Goodnight look? Is he still full health?
That's been hit.
he's full health.
Okay, good. All right. So Esme will take out her longbow that was gifted to her, and she will aim at the snaky snake, and go ahead and take a shot.
Okay.
And I assume he's within 150 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh wow, 17.
17 hits.
All right, and I'll use Divine Strike on this as well. So it's 14 piercing and 15 radiant.
And 50 to the Vine Tower.
I already did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's her. I think Shot is back now.
Yep.
So
Shauna.
that's her action.
I am just going to firebolt. 16.
16 hits.
For 18 fire damage.
Very good. Then good night.
Alright. Good Night's going to say not so fast and flies up to this thing, raking his sword against its back along the way. That's a 28 to hit. For 7 radiant and 11 slashing damage. And then as he gets to its head, is going to try and hit it again. That's a 24 to hit.
It hits.
And that's 8 radiant and 14 slashing damage.
Very nice. Very, very hurt.
And then he will end his turn.
Okay. Desperation. It's going to bite at your griffin.
Yep.
Dare he?
That is. Oh, chose wrong. 28 to hit.
That hit.
Take a bite of Ozzy. That's wrong.
Okay. That is 30 piercing damage. And it needs a dexterity saving throw to avoid being swallowed.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
Y'all,
Sorry.
Good Night's about to ride.
How-
a
How
weird-
far away are we?
We're, I think, 90 feet?
Never mind.
Yeah.
I've got to pull up the stat block, I'm sorry.
But- See, now, if this was Tuesday night, Marlboro would always be riding this thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just waiting for Good Night to.
If it was Tuesday night, this thing would already be dead.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Alright. One can hope it saves with the dirty 30? Or, sorry,
yeah.
not dirty 30, a dirty 20. It gets +2 to dex saves. I don't know where I...
Does it
Word
not get
don't.
anything for its for the aura protection from a paladin?
Does creatures get that too?
I think it's all allies, isn't it?
And what's it say? What's the ability say?
Now I have to move away from the stat block.
We're just trying to make you do work. Good night.
Just as friendly creature, right?
I thought.
I'm
I
looking.
thought it was like ally or something. Weird.
Classes, pally, aura.
I'm not finding. Oh, aura protection. All friendly creatures, including me, gain +5. So I guess it is a friendly creature. So that's a 25.
Okay, good, because the dirty 20 wouldn't have saved, but a 25 does.
Yeah.
You get.
All right. It'll try to bite it again.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Cutting words.
Ooh, cutting words. Roll it.
All right, let's see.
Come on, come on, come on. Big money.
5 off of that.
5 off of that. That would make it a 16.
Still beats its armor class by 4.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. So that's 20 piercing damage and another dex save.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get Griffin armor.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Alright.
Only we knew an artificer who wasn't on a different planet.
Oh, thankfully I'm rolling good-ish for these. That's 23.
+5?
Yep.
23 is saves. So very good. To avoid the griffin being swallowed.
Nice.
I need a con save from the creature.
You do. That is a 23.
Passes. We'll take half of 25, so 12.
12.
And now it will be out of its range because it's lowered 20 feet.
Right.
So now if it goes lower, though, it will be entering its, and it will get hit again once it enters it.
Gotcha. And with that, describe how your fire cloud kills it.
You just watch as like the cloud just absorbs this creature into nothingness at the same time as the earthquake, I think, shutters the tower down.
Pretty much, because at the end of this round, boom!
Yeah.
I looked at Esme and go, look, team move!
So because it's important, would that fire damage have taken effect at the beginning of its turn?
I think
no,
it ends
at the
its
end.
turn.
Let me look, actually. Cloud kill. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Oh, starts its
So
turn.
it would
So
have done.
Griffin stays at full HP then.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh.
That's why I said it was important. I wasn't just trying to be mean.
No.
No.
That's good.
Check your bag.
Okay, so with that destruction, this wall begins to fall.
Oh, it looks like we're in.
Does it look like this wall is going to collapse on any friendlies or structures that are nearby, Matt?
So there is a 200-foot diameter that this spell affected.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, this don't fuck around, guys.
So this is about So now you see that kind of from where you came to a pathway, this whole wall has been flattened. And there's just actually, yeah, with this, it begins to sort of deteriorate out of magic as the vines sort of lower themselves. There's just a big old opening now.
I think we got your friend's attention.
Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, whoo.
Does anyone see anything?
Let's go say hello.
Yeah. Looking in, you see many garden paths and maze-like structures as you begin to fly further in. Go ahead and we'll go take a break.
Nice.
Actually, I'm sorry. Nope, we're not there yet.
Oh,
I got a little confused.
that's nice.
No, wait, are we? We are. Oh my God, where are we?
We were.
We're an hour and a half into the
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
I don't know where we are.
So we are at the halfway point. Or close to the halfway point. We have
Oh,
2 hours left.
Okay, we'll
hour
keep
and a half.
going. I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. A weird time has got me messed up because we changed. I had how I did it.
That's true.
Now
That's true.
everything is different. Okay. All right. Because it's that odd 30.
Uh huh.
All right. So. Okay. Let's go back here then. All right. So. You continue your flight then. Quickly forward. As you're moving, what is your intention here? Are you going to land somewhere within this, or
I assume so.
I
don't
think, yeah, we could take anyone up for a short. What would we get if we took an hour?
ultimately, now that you're over from this thing, what I will say you can see is a tall tower that's in the center of these winding thorn mazes.
Huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. If we're up for it, we can keep flying to this tower. Ultimately, it's not too crazy of a guess to think that the creature we're looking for is there. However, it all depends on how you guys are feeling now and if we can take a minute to recoup.
I mean, if it makes you guys feel better, I'm pretty much at full. I mean, I can take the blunt of what he's got. I specifically controlled myself, and sorry it took so long, but it was kind of fun playing cat and mouse.
I feel like the longer we wait, the more they're going to be able to prepare for us.
Okay.
Especially since they know we're coming. Or, I would hope they would know that we're coming.
I think they're very aware that we're coming.
I wonder how much how many people can feel an earthquake on that magnitude. We basically just knocked down their door.
Well,
Yeah, they might have felt that in Vasselheim, actually.
I mean, they didn't open, so
I doubt they're going to be very happy of our arrival. We did just come here unannounced.
I don't
Yeah, but this was a
particularly.
suitable display of force. I mean, we look very impressive now.
I mean, you'll have to forgive me, but I don't particularly care if they're happy or not.
I mean, whoo! Azok is not talking at all. He's an owl.
I could be telepathically like pinging you in. I don't know, whatever.
That's awesome.
Well, shall we land at their front door then? And
Very
give it
well.
a couple knocks?
I suppose we shall.
All right, hope you can catch up. 60 feet forward.
All right. Perfect. You ride forward heroically, having made the huge hole in the wall.
Call me Kyle.
Here. You find that the structure itself, from what you can see, seems to be made of adamantine. As you approach, you see a large door that is flanked by two 9-foot tall guardians. They have the rough shape of centaurs, though they seem to almost be created of iron.
So Esme would step forward. We're here to negotiate.
The one speaks up. And what is your name?
My name is Esme.
Well met, Esme. I am Irk. This is Verna.
It's a pleasure.
You request an audience with her.
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check, Esme.
Oh God. Let's
Can I
see.
guidance?
You could have guidance if you knew she was coming up here. I'll allow that.
Are they a blue dragon? All right. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Okay. Okay, and you said I had guidance. So that's a D4. So that is a total of 23.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very well. Verna. Get the Meskert. Verna nods. And as she moves, you see her meld into the iron door. Now, For a moment, you see this van then return. You see a female form follow that seems entirely made of blood. Another female form composed of pure sunlight. We are representatives of the Queen. Yes. What is it you wish this audience for?
Some time ago, we passed through these very woods. Some of our people were kept here. We have come to reclaim them. Obviously, we would like to discuss that.
And I see in your hopes as the one made of blood, you've destroyed some of our defenses.
Yes, we had hoped to avoid conflict, though we were attacked when we attempted to enter here. We had not expected a wall.
You didn't knock.
I wasn't aware there was anywhere to knock. The last time we came here, there was no wall.
But you said you had met the Queen, yes?
Once, yes.
So you could have communicated with her.
We thought it would be more respectful to do so in person.
And destroy her wall.
Again, we had no idea that that was her wall, just that it was a barrier to us finding and meeting with her again. We had attempted to just fly over it. Unfortunately, our attempt to do so ended with an attack against us, which we found ourselves defending against. That led to the destruction falling, which is unfortunate. But again, I don't suggest we dwell on those things. We've
Give
come
me a
to
persuasion or a deception check. Up to you.
All right.
What do you feel like she's doing?
Nat 20.
Very nice. So then it is your desire to what?
To resolve this peacefully and diplomatically, and for us to be on our way with our people.
And in return?
That is what we would like to discuss with you, the representatives of the Queen.
Go to. And they put their hand out, and the door opens, and we adjourn to the study.
Very good.
It leads you through several rooms. Going through, you can see as they walk, things shut down as if defenses are being deactivated. Take you on to the third floor. You see 2 stone decks and a third wooden deck face the north wall. An ample-sized green orb encircled by a tilted ring of energy hovers 4 feet off the ground at the center of the chamber, and a violet orb hovers 4 feet off the ground near the east wall.
Upon entering, would Goodnight be able to do a divine sense?
Sure. What's that tell you again?
That tells me. When this thing wants to load, it tells me that I get to sense anything affected by the hollow spell and know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover.
We didn't hear it, but it looks like a nope.
Correct. That is a no. Then they sit. You see double doors behind them. They quite simply say, okay. So, discuss your terms.
We'd like to hear from you first, of course. As you know, we've come here to reclaim our people. Obviously, a deal was made. So I would like to discuss with you your thoughts.
How many?
All of them.
How many were there?
Oh, let me look that up. I have on here that the women I didn't write down the number. I only had that it was some of the women who volunteered. And then there was Svenrik. So it was mostly Svenrik and a group of women who, and their children too, who were left here.
It would have been 15, I believe.
Okay. So 15.
Interesting. If you would like to be nice and clean, then we could trade these back for 37,000 gold.
37,000 gold. Okay. At this time, do I have any idea? Yeah, I wouldn't have any idea what the wealth of that place is.
37,000 gold. I could see where you would offer that. But I would counter that 20,000 gold is more than sufficient to meet the deal.
Interesting. 20,000 cannot work, however. We could say 28. Any less and shortcuts would have to be taken. I'd imagine you'd find further displeasurable. .
Matt, quick vibe check. Is it weird that these two are negotiating on behalf of their queen and also don't seem to be aware of the original deal?
Give me an insight check.
So 21.
That's Minspo's peeps.
Awesome.
Um, looking at them, I would say your experience, you've seen general people like this, almost ones who do have authority, and might know what's going on, and also, I'd say like to keep things clean. Almost ones where you've met them who've had to apologize for a ruler who maybe is a little impetuous.
Hmm.
I also have a question regarding that because I remember when we first spoke to this being, they demanded payment in people. They were very specific about that they didn't want any other type of currency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Esme will bring up one point real quickly, just to try something out here. I understand this place, especially with its fortifications, is worried about encroaching enemies. In fact, one such enemy lies a good month's trip from here. I'm sure you're aware of. One who has grown relatively powerful in these last few months. I'm sure they are as much a burden to you as anyone else. So I would propose the following. We take care of this problem for you, and you grant us our people.
You speak of the Eldritch Queen.
Matt, would I have any idea if that's the name of the lake monster?
You don't know,
Okay.
unfortunately.
What are your thoughts on this Eldritch Queen?
My thoughts. She does not present the trouble that returning your people presents. However, she carries something more valuable. Have you heard of residuum? Did you hear me?
You said residuum?
Yeah, have you heard of residuum?
Oh, have I heard of residuum? Has Esme heard of residuum?
From Shauna.
Okay.
That's what the thing took from her.
Yeah, okay. Esme will say yes. Yes, I have.
The rumors say that she traded for some and in it contained great power. And it has grown to magnify and increase. Now that is worth the people. It is worth the trouble. Should you get that for us? We will go to great length to give you these people in a presentable form. Best form possible.
Very well.
What form are they in now?
Hmm. They are mostly spirit, you would say, soul. In the catalyst, we can extract them with the power of this artifact. My theory is I should be able to recreate flesh and bone for them. If I am not, then I will give them the best bodies they can.
Why are they spirits? When we first passed through here, we were informed they would not be harmed.
They are not harmed.
They
They
were
are spirit.
they were removed from their physical bodies.
Yes.
I see. So, just so I'm perfectly clear, you were going to charge us 37,000 gold for spirits.
No. Part of that cost was simply the supplies for forging them bodies.
Oh.
If I would have accepted your 20,000, you would have gotten spirits. That's why I decided no. You came, and with what we saw at the wall, you could have came in. So, judging from your voice, you find this disturbing, which is fine.
Surprising, I would say.
Very well. We are spirit given form. So, at any rate, so yes, I would try to. We no longer need them, frankly, but it is a process to separate them from the catalyst in a way that you would find acceptable, I believe.
I understand. Very well. In that case, unless there are any objections, we will head further east.
I just have one question. Can you give us more precise directions to this Eldritch Queen's castle, preferably.
The whole territory is the river. We have tried to get intelligence on it. She moves it. And about 6 weeks ago, she gained the ability to raise a castle when she needed it. Destroying the other one, and since then, it's been fairly impossible to keep track of her.
Apologies, no objections here. Just mere curiosity. This catalyst that you refer to, would you be able to share more about it and its function? It sounds terribly interesting.
I can tell you, for the purpose of the negotiations, that well, I just to be frank at this point.
Before you do that, so Bahamut doesn't end up crashing down on this party in negotiations, do you mind if I wait outside?
I understand. And gestures towards the door. Iker, would you follow him and keep an eye on him? Yes. So you leave. Anyone else? The catalyst was constructed by the Queen. From it, she used it to take spirits, souls, as I believe you would refer to them, and have them give birth. And from there, she infused that with the elements and above and below, and created our kingdom, created us.
Do you remember your past experiences as souls?
We were never them. They, as if you had children, they would never have been you. We are birthed from them through the process.
Oh, I see.
In a form purer than a soul, spirit that can be infused with the elements.
The implications are fascinating. Thank you for indulging my curiosity. Didn't mean to derail.
Certainly. Then, if this is acceptable, we will await your return as we regrow our wall. To make things simpler, again, my name is Narek. You may contact me directly.
Thank you. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to discuss here?
No.
No.
Not discussed, but telepathically, Palin is going to check in with Shauna and ask if she has any idea what these two orbs do. There's a purple one and a green one in the room, Matt?
Yes.
Yeah. Do they look... Well, yeah, I'll ask Shauna
And
if she has any idea what they are.
you can make an Arcana check if you want, Shauna.
Sure. $25.
The green one, you think, is a communication orb. It can cast a what'd you get again?
25.
25. Okay. It can cast the sending spell. You also get that it is anything cast through it is a monitored sending. The other orb is a transportation. Seems that it would teleport somebody to another orb.
I will relay the information back to Palin.
Useful to know.
Esme will get up and start to leave.
I get up with you. We'll see you out. If there's nothing else, you will be escorted to the door.
Okay. Esme would wait till we're a ways away before she says anything.
Yeah, I assume you clear the area to some
Yeah.
degree, and I think now we will take our break.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alrighty.
And then we will kind of pick up with y'all being a ways away. Whatever that. It's like it. Just going back as we get to the time here.
Back.
Well, that negotiation went way better than I expected.
Did we gain anything from those talks?
Well, we didn't lose anything, and that's better than this group's used to doing.
I'm not going to refute that statement. I just believe we're no closer to the goal of finding this child entity. I feel like now we're just going into a circle. We're just a completely weird tangent involving spirits. Still kind of confused on the whole deal.
It seems like the childlike entity developed the catalyst is what they called it, to take the people we left behind and turn them into spirits, which allowed them to use that energy of those people to create their own spirits and infuse them with the elements of their world.
Whew.
Why the entity didn't make itself known, I'm not sure. I found that a little odd.
Maybe they're off doing something else and these people are just emissaries to them.
Yeah, and it scaled up its little spirit production operation like really quickly, because when we came through, it was just a cute like garden in the forest, and now it's got a whole spirit baby making factory.
It mentioned residuum before. Is that something about one of the other creatures we're looking for?
You could say that.
Are they one of the same, or?
No, the next one we're going after is the Eldritch Queen, I guess they referred to as. I can't believe it came up with its own title. Wow. Anyways, I happened to meet this thing back before it was even really a thing, I guess, when it was kind of just in its river. It was not willing to let us pass. It requested deals like the others. But this time we refused, and instead I gave it my magic. Which my magic was residuum implanted into my skin that helped harness that magic. So it absorbed the residuum and my magic, increasing its power unintentionally.
Okay. Not gonna lie. There's a lot of deals getting thrown at us. Kind of just wish we just get straight to the point.
That is what brings me to Mother Esme. You can't make that deal with that thing. You can't bring it my power.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about. Listen. What I was going to say was what we need to do is go after the other creature. So, if we need to rest before we do so, we can. If not, then we go there.
But I must know, once we just beat that creature, are you going to honor the steel? Are you going to turn over the power I gave that creature to this?
They didn't ask for the power.
They asked for the residuum.
No, they didn't. They asked for a portion of it.
Ooh.
I'm impressed, actually.
Esme! Palin's like blushing.
All right then, I trust you.
Shall we?
Yeah, we're walking though.
Very well.
Wait, how does teleport work? Can I just teleport us there? I don't want to walk. Oh my god. I've been there before. I was there when the arm got yoinked.
I'm so scared to teleport with these people. I hear so many bad stories.
No, it'll be fine.
Please don't patronize me.
Never mind. I don't even have teleport prepared, so disregard.
There's a sigh of relief coming from Ezok.
Damn it, Peeling.
Also, all we really need are the bodies.
Come again.
We need the bodies. They said they separated the spirits from the bodies. We need 15 of their bodies.
Oh, you mean you could raise them more directly?
Over time, yes.
Well,
just-
but what if that thing is able to block their spirits in the what if they've got their spirits locked up or something? I left before they were talking about the specifics, but I know like you guys briefly spoke about like why you couldn't bring Honeystar back was it seemed like their spirit was locked away. What if the same thing could happen here?
Honeystar is on another plane.
I would say from the Arcana here, you don't think that if the spirits are in this thing called the Catalyst, they could be resurrected.
One more time.
Because if these spirits are in this catalyst they were talking about, I would say just from the Arcana knowledge here and souls, they probably wouldn't be able to be resurrected. They couldn't be. The soul has to be free, and this would not be a free soul.
Does it say that?
Yes. It has to be willingly.
Yeah.
And if the soul was made forcefully to put into something, then it wouldn't be willingly able to exit.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's possible to imprison a soul.
It's almost like a giant soul jar, which you could
Mhm.
trap a soul into as a wizard, and they pretty much made a giant one.
Yeah.
That's
Just
why
how
those who would make deals with devils can't be resurrected if they resurrect
Hmm.
their soul because it is locked to
Yep.
that devil.
I, as a
And
player, didn't know that.
They can choose to not release it.
Oh man, I'm just so scared for Dolus.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's just go crack that bad boy open after we kill the snake lady.
That could be a way around it.
Phelan, have you learned any new spells since we've been apart?
I have been very diligent with my studies. I have mastered, let's see, of the 6th Order of Power. Nope, I already knew that. No, I've only learned 2 new spells.
I mean, you guys haven't been apart for that long. You've been
Exactly.
it's only been as long as I've been in this group.
You never know with this one. He apparently can go through different times. Or at least his mind can.
I have yet to see any evidence of that. So
Shut
No.
up, eyes, Phelan, for a second.
Yeah.
I wonder if he is just crazy.
no offense.
No.
Well, prolonged exposure to divination magics can cause madness, so it's plausible.
Looking at Shauna, does that? I mean, that's the same for everybody.
I wouldn't call me mad. We should continue.
Alright, so what's the plan here? Because we're gonna run out of time, I feel, and we've only got so much to get them back, and I still think we should be going back with fairly high. So what's the new plan? Rest tonight, get teleport or whatever to the Sea Hag, fight that. Rest up, go deal with Mother Esme's trial, and then come back here after that? Or
I don't know.
because I have a feeling if we try and
good
barter
night.
with this wording, I'm pretty sure they're going to attack us.
You do bring up a good point. Our original plan was we were coming in here to face this entity, or at least leave here with the people. That now has changed. That has now complicated things by them not being there in the moment where we could take them. So that does leave Esme with a question. Do we continue on with your trial and go for the creature and finish that and then worry about this?
Of course. The others are spirits. I can't eat their hearts.
That was a
But
quick
you
answer.
could eat the cattle. No.
See, that sounds crazy.
I've already thought about it and realized that as soon as they said they were spirits, then trying to kill them for the trial makes no sense because they don't have a physical heart to consume. So the most likely is to go after this Eldritch Queen, slay her, take her residuum, eat her heart, go back to the kingdom, and then deal with these others.
Do you know once you become that with that residuum and you will probably become sisters, most likely, in a way?
Really?
Yes, because I mean, I gave it away to the creature, and it has like my whole power, which is like my whole self, and you'd be absorbing that, so we'd become sisters in the end.
Spiritually, that tracks, yeah.
Ever since I learned Hope wasn't my sister, I've actually been wondering what it would be like to have a sibling.
I will be a better sibling than I was before.
What do siblings do?
Whew, that's a loaded question. It's different for everybody.
Do any of you have siblings? Palin?
Ugh, yes. The less said, the better.
Are we supposed to have a sibling rivalry?
I didn't have a rivalry with my brother and sister. Kind of just got along.
Shauna, for some reason, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I may have just illusioned this in a dream, but didn't you kill your previous family?
No, you did not illusion that.
Okay.
Takes good night. I have to steer away from that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, always the moral compass you are.
Oh, wow.
Always.
There we go.
I wonder if it's new information for Palin.
Oh no,
You
that was
were
part of
there?
your Wolfstalker training, correct?
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
you know.
it's part of the indoctrination process. It's very effective. Or so I hear.
Good Night's just gonna shake his head and start walking somewhere.
And she'll go up to Marvelous. Marvelous, if Shauna becomes my sister, do you think we should get bunk beds?
Oh no, we broke Michael.
Wait, is Michael in here? Yes, there they are.
I saw him.
Can you
I
hear me?
was
Barely. It's kind of quiet.
Hold on.
How about that?
There we go.
Yep.
I said, sometimes siblings get a larger bed and then they share it, and sometimes they have bunk beds.
Oh,
And sometimes they have just a one single bed and they wrestle every night to see who's going to get to sleep in it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's lots of fun. You're going to love it.
Although it's easier when it's just 2 siblings. Imagine 3 or 4.
Yes, believe me, it makes succession very messy. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
recommend it.
Damn it! Now you got me thinking about family.
I have been wondering how I'm going to eat a heart. I've never done it before, and I'm a little nervous about it. Has anyone ever eaten one?
Hearts of animals, yes. Hearts of humanoids, no.
Well, I don't think this is a humanoid.
Definitely
You're
not.
Good point.
Some of its tentacles looked humanoid, but I don't think it is.
Huh.
What if it has more than one heart? Do I have to eat all of them?
More hearts, more power?
I don't know what the rule is.
I mean,
I
we
mean, I
should take
guess
all
you could.
Nope, be
Keep
gone.
going.
I mean, yeah, but I was gonna say just eat all of them. No harm, no foul.
I was gonna say you could call your dad and ask him tonight. He would know best about how hearts
No,
taste and how to eat them.
he made it very clear I cannot contact him because it would be
Bad form.
against- Right.
Yeah.
So could I contact him?
I don't think that would be okay because you are helping me, and it would still be seen as favoritism.
What if
I
I
don't-
reached out to a Palin from another reality where this has already happened and asked him for advice?
Oh, well, that might be interesting.
God, you wizards are just so strange.
Preferably not one where I'm evil.
No, of course not. That would.
I don't think it matters, though.
No, it really doesn't.
One of the ones where she didn't align with Tiamat.
And you see Palin like doing math on his fingers. In terms of travel, though, I do have access to the 4th order of power. I could transform myself into an owl or an eagle, much like Azog did and carry a few of us. Shauna, are you able to polymorph?
Not today.
I see.
I can polymorph and just ride in somebody's bag for a bit.
Well, I thought you guys said that this was like a month travel away. Like,
well,
no, we were on foot, and we had all these starving, wounded, folk who were slowing us down that we refused to abandon for. Well, now it turns out it was important because we needed to trade them, so they were necessary collateral as we made our way to Vasselheim. But it would be much faster.
I really want to ask these questions, but I keep regretting every moment I ask a question.
I actually do have a question. How far are we right now from the river?
Yeah, let's
Like the river where the child died.
Map of Isilra.
Hiya!
World Anvil launch. Okay.
Like the one that Karis killed.
Yep. All right. Yep, so you're at the side of the green. Right. 'Cause I remember you actually had to respect some of the Heg boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Yeah. Because you actually, that's right. Because from here you went this direction. So yeah, you're probably a day's journey
From that river.
to get to the river there. Yeah. And again, I think the biggest thing is you all don't quite, you don't know where this creature is you're trying to look for.
That's a great idea.
Like I'm not even curious about the creature right this second. I'm more.
I know you're a day's travel from where. She's
Okay,
at. Yeah.
that's what I needed to know. Okay. So I would like to make a brief stop.
Because when you were traveling, you were only doing like 1 or 2 miles a day, and you can do like 24 to 36 right now.
Right. I'd like to go to that area that was sort of cursed, where we crossed the river, and see if we can find the remains.
The child.
Yes. Maybe there's something I can do now that I couldn't then.
I think that would be a good idea. We should do that in the morning.
All right.
Well, do we wish to proceed until fatigue sets in, or are we?
I guess so.
Would we be able to make it to that river before we needed to rest, or would that be?
You can probably get there. I would just say you're looking for a thing that was drowned long ago.
Correct. Correct.
This, I guess you have 3 days. So, whatever roles you may make, what might, I think you might need to prioritize as far as that's concerned.
I'll tell you, a heading and cardinal direction. You can probably try his best in his survival skills to try and get us to the river faster. If you want to try and get there, maybe by the end of day.
Yeah, I just want to try something. It may not work, and if it doesn't, we'll move on.
Okay.
I can help out with that. I'm pretty sure I remember the exact way we went.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say then you can get to that place probably pushing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll kind of give you this push, and you come to the flowing river this is where you hugged it to go north along the river, where you eventually had to come to the crossing of the creature. And looking and remembering, you see the rocky area in which you had made camp because of the large smooth stones. And near an area of the river, you see what seems like this patch out of nowhere of yellow daisies. That is right near the water. Pretty sure this is where you believe it happened.
Okay. Well, before I try anything, I might as well try a divine intervention, because God knows Esme's amazing at it. So let's do that real quick. Roll nothing. Okay. So what she'll do is she is going to she'll do I believe she can do a commune with this. Yeah. She would try a commune. That's what she'll try. That's
okay.
And to make this fairly quick, she asks, is there any remain of the infant nearby?
Yes.
And she'll look down downstream, and she'll kind of say, is the remain within a walking mile of here?
Yes.
And finally, is the remain within half a walking mile of here?
No.
Okay. So with that, she will begin her search at about a half mile from where she did that to that mile end. So this is kind of roughly a half mile area, and she'll ask the others if they can help looking.
How deep is this river?
If I remember right, it wasn't too deep. This was this particular river wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's about 12 feet deep.
Oh, well, never mind.
Azok will stay within the water, and with the Captain's Pride coat that Marvellus gave him way back when we were rescuing him from druids and gelatinous cube cauldrons, he's going to look at everybody, breathe out, and then dive in, and use that ability to breathe underwater and search the riverbed.
Just checking, Matt. It is close to nighttime, right?
It's getting there, yeah.
Because it's the same day. Okay.
She would cast guidance on Azok before he did that.
Ah, thank you.
All right, then go ahead and give me a survival check.
Gotcha.
And there are inspos.
Thank you. I will take an inspo. Let me scrounge up a d4. Oh shit! I just had it. There we go. That's really good. 31.
You swim out. After a while, you see a beaver dam in the walls that keep the river from flowing off and given the perfect habitat for these creatures. You can see put in a small skull, humanoid, rounded heavily by the river water.
Is it easy to remove, or is it lodged within this dam?
It's built in. It wouldn't be too hard for you to grab something or use even like Druidcraft if you have it. Or
You would think I'd get that, but no.
you just tell me about how you want to get it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at my stuff real quick. Drain. Huh. That's unfortunate. Azok will kind of poke his head out. Anyone got a knife or something?
You're like a mile away.
Got it.
What?
Half a mile.
Half a mile because you all walked half a mile. Yeah.
That's true. Alright, looking through my shit. Golden bag, diamond, water skin torch, bedroll. Potion. I have a short sword. I think this is best as I've gotten. It's just in my bag of holding from way back when. Kind of cut around this infant skull, trying to preserve as much as he could.
Mm-hmm. You get up there as you get out, and I think, how do you present it to Esme?
Very delicately, kind of cradling it, with both hands as he steps out.
Okay. She would walk over and take that and walk over back to the shore. And just for purposes of how I understand this, because she does have enough for one resurrection spell. And I wanted to make sure that her knowledge of resurrection, because I keep getting it wrong. So, like with Honeystar or with the things earlier, and I wanted to know, would this actually be something that could work?
Resurrection.
Do we need the
Okay,
whole party?
so resurrection is touch a dead creature that has been dead no more than a century, that didn't die of old age, that isn't undead. If the soul is free and willing, the target returns to life.
And I figured if it's a century, then most everything is going to be decomposed after a century. So I was assuming it would work, but I didn't want to bring back infant that's going to suffer.
Yeah, no. I want to do that anyway. I'd just be like, first of all, I'd say it doesn't work. But here we go. This is what I was looking for. The spell closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts.
Hey.
So it would definitely, I think the skull is probably the best thing for that because it makes more sense to me. But yeah.
So theoretically, it could work.
Yes.
Okay. So she is going to lay the remains down, place her hand on the temple of the infant's forehead, and begin a casting of resurrection.
Okay.
Which she has just enough for one.
Yeah. So this takes an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You place everything. So much like the other resurrections here, we are going to roll a d20.
And I know that I have like a 2 bonus for revivify, but I don't know if it counts for any other type of
that's like you mean like a +2 on the die roll?
Yes, it's like because it's like a -2 was how it was presented to me. It was for revivify because of something she had.
I'll let that out because you have this children thing anyway, and you're doubling it with resurrection. So I think we're going to. I'll allow that to go. I'll push that through.
All right.
And with that, there's room for people to participate if they want to help in this.
I don't know about anything mechanically. I think Azok knows this is a big moment for Esme, and having helped as much as he can with the retrieval of the skull, Azok is going to try and pray with her in his own kind of way. He's so used to drawing upon the decay and the necrosis of the Deadlands that he's going to try and reach out to the nature around him, like the waters that brought him to the skull, the wind that brought them here when they were flying, all these things, and just asks the land to lend some of their power to help assist.
All right. Give me your legend check.
Okay. trust any of these dice now. That's a 9. Yeah, 9.
All right. I think everyone has a chance here to participate in this.
So Marvellis will just turn and start kind of walking around the area where Esme is performing this spell, just slowly strumming on the lute and just recounting the story of everything that she had been through up to this point, and just kind of keeping it, nice and solemn and easy, and just to kind of letting the music kind of permeate throughout the incantation.
Give me a performance check.
$33.
Okay. Next.
I think, yeah, Palin will awkwardly, gingerly get down on his knees and attempt a prayer to Ayun and draw upon whatever research that he's conducted on the subjects of resurrection, of life and knowledge enduring beyond death. Or mechanically, I mean, does resurrection work on like a D20 roll?
Yeah, but not something that not for portent or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think the terrible cleric will attempt a prayer.
Give me a religion check.
That is a 32.
Nice.
Shauna, good night.
Shauna is going to sit next to the skull, feeling more connected to it than she was in her previous life. Now, being part death herself, place her hand on it and start trying to use her magic of divination to reach out and try to pull the spirit, just to give Mother Esme one single question.
To give her a question.
Well, the question to come back, pretty much.
Gotcha, I understand.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check.
14. But I'm magically balancing that to a dirty 20.
And good night.
Good night's going to try, because he doesn't know what else to do. The best thing I can think of is he would try and find like a tree that's knocked down and bring it over and try and like make a temporary altar or something to help try and empower this ritual to go faster.
You guess a religion check.
Alright. Yeah, that's an 8.
The power swirls, Marvel's song, and Palin's prayer, enacting words as the song seems to connect with the river, the time. Palin begin reciting positions of moons, the planets, the stars, everything around, everything that could mark a time, specifically of an event. You remembered when this happened. Shana, you reach, manipulating the magic to pierce through like a fishhook. And with everything, we needed a 3. And we got a 4. Suddenly in your arms, Esme, flesh surrounds the form, the skull, and goes down into little fingers, forming this 9-inch baby. Begins to cry.
Esme will pick the child up and cradle them and comfort them. If I remember correctly, this child's mother was one of the ones who volunteered to stay. Either that or they had died. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and review that. But so she's going to make like a makeshift.
She and Dad, I believe this was it was killed by a mother who sent their kid to stay, if I remember.
The baby was killed by Karis, who is now with the order.
Yes.
That's what I remember.
Yep.
So I don't know if this is Karis's child or not, but I'll have to go back and review that. But so yeah, she just kind of makes like a makeshift baby carrier, thinking like what Evelina used to have on Thursdays. Just to kind of keep them all right for the time being.
Now another character is a mama.
Temporarily. All right. We should find a place to rest.
I think here might be a good a spot as any.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Good setup. Shauna, we have enough power for a mansion, or are we sleeping rough?
I can allow Palin to make a tiny hut.
I do, in fact, have that prepared. Look at me.
It's a ritual. You better have it prepared.
Yeah, I'll flourish the small crystal bead, and it'll take 11 minutes to pop up our pup tent.
Yeah, I hope no one plans to get any sleep tonight, by the way.
Because it's a crying baby.
That's right. That's right.
Good thing, Mother Esme, you can borrow this necklace tonight.
Was that a necklace of silence or what?
No, It's a necklace that allows you to stay up all night without having to sleep, and you still
Oh.
get your rest.
Nice. Perfect.
And she goes, "Yes, now you can babysit the baby while we all sleep."
That sounds like a good idea.
I actually haven't tranced in probably months. This will be kind of weird. I
It
hope
is.
my elders aren't mad.
It's a weird experience. I'm still not used to daydreaming. It does feel like you're daydreaming, trancing.
Imagine going back like this, though. I don't think they're going to be happy. I mean, they might be, but they're not.
Who do you see?
Yeah. Here's the thing, Shauna, you cannot sleep in this if the baby's there.
Oh shit!
Oh, I know that.
That's right.
Shauna will be elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know what? Esme
Give me
will
my-
stay out as well, keeping her distance from Shauna, but like close enough that they can talk.
Yeah, believe me, I wasn't going to be weird at the resurrection ritual.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it during the resurrection, but I was like, no, Matt wouldn't do that.
No.
Matt would
I
just
would have enacted my ring for that minute.
There would have been plenty of yeah.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Good,
But for this, you do
Good
have to
night.
sleep elsewhere.
Yes, don't worry. I do have my
good night.
own.
We'll go ahead and stick with Shauna wherever she wants to go.
Shauna, who do you see when you trance?
Family. There's a reason I stopped wanting to trance, Azok. It gets hard after a while. Definitely when you see sometimes your elders, the ones that came before, but then you sometimes see the ones that were recently gone.
I know what you mean.
Who do you see?
Strangely enough, I don't see my dad, but I do see my mom, my brother, and sister before we all separated. Well, before my sister got dragged away by Knowles, and before I last saw my mother and brother back in Zadash.
But do you have the connection? I mean, you're elven now.
Yeah, it's
Have you-
just.
Have you tried tapping into it?
What am I looking for?
Here, if you want, I can walk you through it tonight. If you would want to stay next to me.
Sure. Never had a guided meditation before. Well, I have, but it's just different.
I brought some of Dewdrop's tea so this will be good.
Oh, I miss Dewdrop. I'll grab that. Yeah, definitely have some tea.
Is that the frog tea?
Shh. She goes and creates her bubble.
Wait, is anybody staying in the hut? Like, I'm just like, wait a minute. That's
Oh,
four people
Palin
that are in
will.
the hut. Okay.
Palin kind of has
It
to.
has to, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like Palin Marvellis would chill in the hut.
I have a question, Matt. I have my Aboleth amulet that we got from that. The Aboleth that was like creating the enchanted mithril for the collars to be forged, and it allows me to charm a creature, and then until either myself or the creature dies, I'll always know where they are if we're on the same plane of existence, and we could communicate with each other telepathically. Would it be a way for me to like benignly check on this baby, or is it like a hostile effect?
You can. I think you could use it that way. It's very hungry,
Okay. I'm gonna use
and
My-
it is in a heck of a lot of pain because it has a -4 penalty to ability checks.
Oh, that's
no.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
it's just not feeling good.
Oh,
The baby is in
Matt.
pain.
Oh,
Palin,
Wow.
why'd you have to go investigate its brain?
I mean, that's what I get for using my Eldritch Horror amulet to help with child rearing.
I'm gonna go find some food for this.
there is
Yeah,
there
I'll
is such
relay
a thing
that.
as too much knowledge. Knowledge hurts.
I know.
Do we have any baby formula?
Naturally, can't help you.
Can either be great food and water.
That's not how
I
I
can.
roll.
But would that count? Could I create a?
Well, so it would work, but Esme, you can't cast spells anymore today.
I can't.
Nope.
What about from my weapon?
No, you can't cast spells again after you cast Resurrection until you take a long rest.
Oh, I didn't know if that counted from the weapon or not. Okay,
Oh,
understood.
okay.
Wow.
Because I know I can do it from the bow, but I can't cast it because of the resurrection.
Yeah, because you're still casting it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Esme, do you want me to go hunting before we all turn in? I can probably find something for this
Well,
child.
Actually, if you want to try to attune to my bow, and then you could cast it. Of course, I don't know. Does it have to be a cleric that attunes to this thing?
You can check.
Let's
Good
find
stuff.
If
out.
only we had another cleric.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I don't. It doesn't say that it has to
You
be.
don't have like a good berry you could give us, the baby?
Oh yeah, mash up a good berry.
I don't roll like that.
Oh my!
Yeah.
The druid doesn't
Yeah.
have good berry.
God,
What have
do
you
you
done?
look at me? What do you think I exude? Think I exude rainbows and fairy dust? No.
Shauna goes like, I could create candy, but it's
No.
edible but not nutritional.
No candy. Okay.
Dewdrop would have had good berry.
Look, one of you can attune to the bow and create something the baby can drink, and it'll all be fine.
Palin, can you do it while doing the whole hut thing?
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to concentrate on it.
That's true. Okay, yeah, I'll try attuning to this bow, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so so you have to finish a short rest to do so, but you can do it. And now there's enough food, and the baby does begin to calm down.
Nice.
So it's it's still very cranky because of the ordeal.
D&D.
Mhm.
I love it.
Bro, this is some great roleplay. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
I think tears are just continuously streaming down Palin's face as he's like opened his consciousness to this untainted soul, and he's experiencing whatever communication it can produce in this like
Yeah.
really profound way.
Yeah. I
Palin,
like that.
do not call me mother.
But your mother asked me.
Your mother has
Yeah, but you try to. I think between Esme's soothing and your soothing, slowly get this child to find sleep, as you have essentially anima milk in order to quiet it.
Oh, your volume went out.
Man, one of these days I'm gonna buy you a new interface.
It looks like it could be something with it. I was saying it could be something with the brand. That's why I'm a little.
What brand is it?
Yeah.
It's Scarlet, the Focusrite.
Really? Scarlet. Wow.
Yeah, because it's the way it plays with Mac a little bit.
Interesting.
But I'll be looking into it. There's I think with that you all settle down, and between your trances and everything, you would achieve a long rest here.
Yay.
And with that, I think we'll end for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and take the bow back because I'm going to need that if we're going to fight this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and come back with whatever your plans for this baby,
Yes.
because I don't want to hurt it, but it needs to go somewhere safe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, that's
Don't
my
worry.
only.
I already have it covered.
I'll strap them onto Ozzy. And
No,
Well,
singing
that
in
man-
band.
yeah, theoretically, the mansion could babysit.
with
That's
100
true.
servants. Yes.
So you do have the resources. I just need you to use them.
Okay,
I am going
fair
to
enough.
do that. So I already thought about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I could put it in a demiplane with unseen servant. And then it would just be safe for like ever there until we checked on it.
I know,
We'll
but that's
get
going to cause
back.
attachment issues. You need it to have some
Yes.
kind of like.
And I need to go look up whose child this is.
I just realized because if it's the ones before, it'll be the people looking like the one who's been in their mind all night. Because it'll be all the little Palins.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they'll be happy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah. Best babysitters ever.
With that, wait for tonight and come back tomorrow. And we'll see all you then. Bye-bye.